The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Bull Bear Nadex Options Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 134, Nasdaq's up 86, S&Ps are up 16, gold contract up $4.70, trading at $12.31 an ounce. We have silver up 13 cents, $14.63 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 45 cents, $62.67 a barrel. If you look at that light sweet crude, it looks like nothing happened to it, but I heard your update.
$2 down yesterday, almost back up, and then we get inventory numbers in a half hour. Yeah.
Notes and bonds. Bottom line, folks, here we go again. Notes up 5 ticks, 118.05. The 30-year bond up a half a point, up 17, 137.31. Now, that doesn't look like much either, but guess what? They rejected lower price with light volume and blasted topside. As the dollar went downtown, dollar's down 492 ticks, 95.625. The euro's trading at 114.83 to 1 US dollar. The yen is out here at 113.21 to 1 US dollar. If we just get over and take a look at that dollar index for a second, I want to see this. Yeah, we get juice, man. This dollar's toast. So you're down with 25,000 contracts at 10 o'clock in the morning. We don't do 25,000. We made a high at 16,000 contracts. So bottom line is that we are going to see some action inside that commodity market. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim, and don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, outstanding program, Fast Market with our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks, Tom White. They bring you through option strategies, futures, all of the above. If you haven't test-driven yet the Thinkorswim platform, it's an outstanding platform, real easy to get to. Go to TFNN. You'll see the banner right in the middle of the page. Hit that banner. Bring up the platform. They'll let you trade with paper money, as you can follow Tom and Kevin and his team as they go through these markets each and every day. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. Another day. Here we go.
Here we go, man.
I like it.
It's a beautiful thing. I'm telling you, man. You know, it was a one-way market last night too, folks. Inside the S&Ps. You know, it surprised me, Kevin. I didn't really think that the currencies would actually move. But you know. Yeah,
I'll tell you what, Tom. Maybe very sneaky. The biggest move in this entire market might be the U.S. dollar right now. That is a big move.
It's huge. Listen, 25,000 contracts at 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, that means we're going to do 38,000, 40,000. That means that a lot of players are selling it. And the dollar index in general, folks, okay, it's not that's that huge, but what it's also saying is that probably the banks are selling the dollar, meaning in the foreign currency market. You know what I mean? I like the dollar index because at least.
What it means to the listeners right now, Tom, is these people aren't kidding around today with the U.S. dollar. They are selling it, and they're selling bunches.
Right. Yeah, there's no doubt. And, you know, that oil market, Kevin, yesterday, yeah, that was intriguing, man, because, you know, we're all going to save some money here. That's what it looks like, folks. Again, now, you never mind just the crude oil. If we go over to the gasoline, it's so cool looking at the gasoline market because it literally, in a month, we've gone from 214 wholesale to 169. You know, that's going to put some money in people's pockets. Yeah. You know, which is
exactly right. I mean, it's noticeable.
Yes.
Right? I mean, you go to the pump now over a month ago, it's noticeable.
It is. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I was saying it yesterday, Kevin. I said, you know, I saw the price plummet, and, you know, I held off that one extra day to fill up the tank because I knew if they hadn't dropped those prices yet, they were coming, man. Yeah. And sure enough,
So in essence, Tommy, you were short crude oil.
You knew it. It was a gamble I was willing to make, man. And it paid off at the pump.
You know it's so great.
You are a trader now, my son.
You know what? Just to finish it, right? It is funny because I thought about it. It's like, man, it's so intriguing how obviously am in tune with the market and tune with crude prices. Right. Most people aren't, and you know they don't raise those, they don't lower those prices. We've talked about it before in the span, but they have to lower them, otherwise everyone else lowers them. And it was just interesting in my own head where I was.
No, what Kevin just said to you, it's a fact.
Listen, it's $50 a time, right? I'm gonna wait to fill it up if it's gonna drop 5 pennies, 10 pennies. That was a big move, $2.
And think about how many times you can do that in your life.
Right. That's real money.
That's where
this money in your pocket.
You know, percentage-wise, folks, that's where this thing can really turn into real money.
Yeah.
You know, there's no doubt. You know. Gotta love it,
and
man.
You know what, Tom? It's so funny. We just had a discussion on this past weekend. I spoke in Phoenix, Arizona to a bunch of TD Ameritrade clients, and the theme for my discussion all day was chase every penny. That's what traders do.
Right.
You chase every single penny. If it's commissions, if it's working your orders mid-market, if it's understanding the ebb and flow of the trade and putting in trades, you know, chasing every penny is what, in essence, traders do other than trading. It's not just the trade you want to put on. It's getting that on at the best price, taking it off at the best price.
It's a great lesson because it is, and those percentages compounded throughout the course of whether it's years or your life are just monumental, man. Yeah.
Oh, and you know,
take that one day you saved money and annualize it.
Oh, my God. And particularly what happens, folks, and this is what's really important, is that, you know, you're into a profit. And then I don't care if the profit is even minuscule. But if the profit then goes into a loss, you know, that just drives me out of my mind because that is where it can really hurt your performance.
And it should, right?
Yeah. I mean, and it's, you know, and we're talking in the matter of, you know, sometimes it's 10, 15 minutes. So the bottom line is that you get profits, man. Don't ever worry about taking them. Because if you've learned anything, there's a million trades, man. I mean, there's always a trade.
Exactly. Yeah. And at the end of the day, what I tell young traders, you're not trying to beat everybody.
Right.
You're just trying to win.
Yes.
There's a big difference, right? You're not trying to make the most money in the world. You're just trying to win. Every trade, try to win.
Yeah. And that's a whole different attitude, which is a great attitude.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you think you're trying to beat anyone, well, you might as well go get in another business. Go get in a boxing ring or something.
That probably eliminates you from the ability to beat everybody instantly if that's your goal.
I mean, you know, there's always someone that's going to you know, be out there. There's no doubt. So, you know, I guess, Kevin, you know, we talked about the dollar, and this bond move, man, is going to be interesting. I'm trying to, you know, I mean, my take is that I got a little worried, you know, last Friday because it came down in volume again. But this is a big move again out here today. It's like, you know, it just...
Strong bonds, especially the 30-year. Pretty strong day it's starting out with here. And, you know, you get yields now down to 3.18. And so, you know, 3.12 or 3.2 on the 10-year is starting to be one of those busy prices that we talk about, Tom. It gets up there and it fails.
Yeah.
It gets up there and it brings in buyers.
Which is great for the market. I mean, because, you know, when I sit around, it's like, you know, it's like, okay, and we know the Fed wants to continue to go up, but the bottom line, folks, is that if these bonds, you know, basically go up and, you know, we get used to this 3.2, bottom line is that it's going to be okay, you know.
Exactly, and you just pegged it right there, Tom. These markets getting comfortable with higher rates.
Right.
That's the key to this market going higher. As long as they don't spike and go up at a moderate level, this market will remain comfortable with a healthy economy.
Yeah, there's no doubt, because it's like, you know, I heard someone on the, you know, TV this morning. It was a great point. It was like, hey, we should stop worrying about how many people are employed and, you know, trying to go up on rates, because the reality is that that's what you want. Do you know what I mean? Is that we don't want a bubble, but the reality is that you want people working, man. Do you know what I mean? That's so. It's gonna be wild watching this thing shake out. Listen, folks. 45 minutes from now, great program, fast market. You want to understand the futures. You want to understand the option strategies. And we got a two-way market, folks. That's the bottom line. Kevin, you have a great one, safe one. Look forward to the program in 45 minutes.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks, Kevin.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you'd like to be the bank and get the type of interest they receive instead of the low interest rates they give to clients, then I have an investment you may want to take a look at. I'm offering 4-year secured first mortgages on buildable city lots in St. Petersburg, Florida. The investment can be anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000 per buildable city lot. The interest paid is 7% per year, paid monthly. Depending on the investment, the income per month per lot ranged from $175 for a $30,000 investment to $437.50 for a $75,000 investment. If you are in the CD market, you want to look at this investment. St. Petersburg is located in Pinellas County, which is the densest county in Florida. If you're looking for an investment with your principal intact that pays a good interest rate, this may be for you. The supply is limited, so act now. For more information on these secured first mortgage opportunities, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now trading up 188. We get the Nasdaq up about 103. S&Ps are up 22. Let's go over and take a look at that gold contract because we had a nice expansion of gold. Then the baby sold off. So we're going to have 190,000 contracts pushing. And
a little bit of a roller coaster yesterday and today.
Yeah, let me get this a little bit closer.
1238, 1226. 1238. 1226.
Right. Okay, so the lucky thing here, get this closer, is that that big spike low, we actually got below it. So the spike low was, what is it, 1227.80. I like it. At 1227.70. Oh my God, by 10 cents. Okay, so what you have here, folks, on a 10-minute bar, right? At 9:30, you get down to the 1227.80. They do 7,600 contracts, and then we rejected it with 4,000. That's what we needed. Now, that's also going into the 7,500 from, is that yesterday?
Yes, yesterday. That's last night, actually.
Okay, so now what you have is that then you get decent volume at the high. Okay, so now actually we're still pushing into that high with volume. So bottom line is it still wants higher price. The notes and bonds are that would you really want to keep your eye on, man, because that baby looks to me like these notes, they have strength. On the S&P, you know, we're talking about, my take is that we get a B2C and ABC structure on the way up, and it's playing out pretty good. You know, we'll see whether we can get to this. We just missed the 278.90. We're at 278. Well, we're 277.55 now, but we hit the 278.40. Inside the Qs. Okay, so this is good too. 173.40. We hit 173.37. Okay. This is going to be interesting, man. I mean, we're coming up to a place where you know, bottom line is I think bulls and bears will be making some decisions.
Yeah.
And then we're going to roll right into the Fed day, the Fed statement, folks. That's 2 o'clock tomorrow, you know. Now, let's roll into oil right now.
Let's do it. So it's Wednesday. We got crude oil coming out at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll pull up kind of the live feed. Of course, we had the API reporting 7.83 million barrel build last night. Quite a number. Jumping back to the Nadex platform, we'll pull up that crude contract. So we had talked about it, some volatility, man. Yesterday, you had oil trading from 63.30 down to about 61.30.
Yep.
We trade all the way back up to above 63 bucks. So talk about $2 moves both directions, and we're right kind of under that 62.26 currently in the price of crude. So we get the EIA numbers at 10:30. We got 9 minutes until that comes. We're going to look at setting up possible volatility trades, right? We'll jump to the 11 a.m. expirations first, okay? You got spreads. Now, what does happen here is the volatility we've gotten, these spreads sometimes vary on where we line up. Now, you do have the option if you wanted to. You could use $62 for kind of your pivot point where you have exposure to the bullish side worth 62 to 63.50. To pull it up, you'd have exposure. That would be your bullish spread. You'd have 24 cents of intrinsic value, which is going to represent about $24. So that leg alone is going to cost you 35, and then on the bearish side you could protect yourself for some volatility on the bearish side, of course being out of the money. So you're looking at about $44.
Okay.
Keeping in mind that it's a bullish bias trade when you have such a head start.
Right.
You know, it's not just a volatility trade because you get 27 cents of volatility to the downside in this trade and you're at your max loss, right? Versus you just get about 9 pennies of movement to the upside and you've covered your bearish spread where you're now at break even. So those are your 11s as they line up. Let's jump and see how the noons line up here. Jump into the 10 to 12s. So what's awesome about this is you have two very similar trades here, just kind of different in terms of how they're set up. This is where our 11 a.m., which is going to use $62, so you'd have some bullish intrinsic value. But let's say you wanted a volatility trade, but you wanted bearish intrinsic value, right? You wanted a bearish bias. Well, the noons provide you $62.50. So there's your bullish trade, going from 62.50 up to 64. Now this is the one that's going to be out of the money, right?
Yes.
Now you do have that extra hour, which you're going to add to the premium that you're going to be paying. So the bullish legs cost you about $14 to $15 right now, and your bearish trade, there we go, going from 62.50. Same thing, down to $1 to 61. That's going to be the one that has all your intrinsic value this time. So you're looking at about $55 versus $45. And keeping in mind that the 11 a.m., to back it up, was going to use 62 as your pivot point. So you'd have intrinsic value to the bullish. So if you're a little bit bullish, you could take the 11 a.m.s, where you start with a head start to the bear. If you're a little bit bearish, you could take the noons, where you have the bearish intrinsic value.
And we wait a few more minutes, and we might be down to 62.
We could. And then you could jump back to the 11s, and you could take a pure volatility trade, just paying premium, on both sides of the trade. And then I checked, too, even jumping around some of the dailies. Again, if it does get that 62, so these are going until 2:30. Now you got $5 of exposure instead of the $1.50, and again 62. So here's your bullish spread. You're going to have about 20 cents, not about exactly, of intrinsic value. The rest being premium. So you're paying 46, representing the 46 cents above 62. Of that, 22 pennies intrinsic value. The rest being premium, and then same thing. You could have it on the flip side, $5 to the downside, all premium here, out of the money spread. 24, so you're looking at $70. And again, this one taking upon itself a little bit of a bullish bias. Yeah.
And you know what's pretty wild here, folks, is that this is showing that the oil market right now is way oversupplied because we had the dollar crash by half a penny last night, and bottom line, with oil at lows, that should help oil go higher.
Sure.
You know, maybe that's why it went up $2 last night as the dollar was going down.
Sure.
But you know, that's oil's priced in dollars.
Yeah. At least on this chart it is. Right. Exactly. Yeah. So we'll check back. We got about 5 minutes till those EIA numbers come back in. We'll get those numbers, see how that market shakes out.
So let's go take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here, because we had some movers out here last night. You know, you get, let's see, so Zillow, we're going to get into Zillow. Zillow's down like 25%.
Yeah.
Down $10, $30.95. You get, look at this. Holy cow, this is up $20.
Yeah.
Twilio. So Zillow's down 10, Twilio is up. So they publish Internet Infrastructure Solutions. The company offers cloud computing, to allow web developers to integrate phone calls, internet protocol, voice communications. That is quite a move, man. Top side.
Definitely.
Look at that. And then, okay, so the other side of that is Zillow.
Yeah.
That's the second gap down. You know, the last time they come out with numbers, they gapped down from 58 to 47. This time, getting toasted, 41 to 30.
When you're done with the chart, can we just get into the actual numbers? I'm just curious what...
And we put this back, and you're going to see, you know, on a monthly, what you're going to see is that this hit a high and came off that high with vicious volume. We hit a high, look at this, with 38 million, you come off it with, what's that, 65? Big number.
Yeah.
And so you're coming, you know, with Zillow here, it looks to me like 27's on the agenda. The reason I'm saying that is that you've already hit the bar at 36, and you're at 30. And the bottom of that bar is 27.
Number, man. Losing 25% of your equity overnight.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah.
So let's see what they had to say here. One more.
There we go. So where are we? Let's see. So, and they're seeing fourth quarter revenue, but they just reported third. So there you go. Revenue 343 versus 344. This is probably though what did it. Fourth quarter revenue 340 to 357. It's at least part of it, right? Yep. They were looking for 367 next quarter. Well, guess what? They might come in at 340.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big one.
That's a monster one.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back with those oil numbers. We have the Dow up 191, NASDAQ up 108, S&P's up 23. Come right back.
Jason Path has just launched his weekly newsletter, The Quantitative Edge, available only at TFNN.com. Right now, you can sign up for Jason's outstanding weekly report, including midweek updates whenever warranted, with a 30-day money-back guarantee included, so you have nothing to risk. Jason develops his trade recommendations by creating an ensemble of predictive and mathematical models trained on data by leveraging a variety of techniques, including market-based computer simulations. Jason then combines these sophisticated predictive and analytical models with deeply researched macro outlooks to identify opportunities in a number of different markets for traders to act on. Whether you're looking to trade futures, equities, commodities like crude oil and gold, forex, or cryptos, Jason covers it all. Sign up for Jason Path's weekly trading newsletter right now by visiting the front page of TFNN.com, and you'll find the Quantitative Edge under the Newsletters tab. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live, and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Crude inventories.
There's your headline number. Crude oil inventories rising 5.78 million barrels. That's more than what we're expecting. So we saw in here, and where is it? Median analyst estimate, Bloomberg survey, about 3.2. There it was, is what they were looking for. Jumping back to the charts. More oil than you'd expect. But guess what? Getting a little bit of a pop. Pretty interesting. We saw a spike down to 62.09. So we're trading it, call it 62.25 maybe, as we were jumping around there. So you did initially spike down about 15 pennies, but we're right where the price was. So the market kind of shaking off more oil than they might have been expecting as we dig into those numbers. But pretty much trading right where we were prior to that number. We're only a minute past the news. But nothing too substantial so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting how that chart's setting up. It's like, okay, so it's green because I guess it was red when it first went down. Now it's green because it's popping back up.
Yeah, I mean, the bar is green only because it you know, in the span of 0.1 seconds, right? From 10:30 exactly to 10:30 in 1 second, it jumped down to 62.09 to open. Well, no, yes, it opened at 62.11, and this bar closed at 62.37. So quite about 26, penny jump. We'll see. A little bit lower prices, and that should be what you get. You get more supply, it's going to be cheaper to buy that supply. So that should make sense, but nothing too substantial so far. And let's jump back to that number real quick. I just wanted to see as they break down maybe and give us that. Which one are we on? One maybe. Pull up top live. Whoops. Because it's especially interesting with the type of volatility we've gotten, and maybe the market just not to say not as interested in this number.
That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, but maybe there's just so many other factors going on right now. The Iran sanctions, the waivers getting passed, that's probably more of, that's more of a determining factor maybe. So there's your number. Where are we in the total? Cushing crude up 2.4, PAD 3 up 4.9.
Look at even gasoline's up.
Yeah. 1.8 was the build versus a decline of 1.7 they were looking for. Distillates minus 3.4 million versus an estimate of minus about 2 million. Yeah, so we'll check back in. Crude oil inventories rising 5.78, which is the headline number you'll see.
Good number.
It is. It is. Go for it.
Let's go take a look at here. So let me look at the higher volume equities first, because I want to see, because I heard on the way in, Match was getting smoked too. I just want to see if they're up. Oh, they are. Yeah, so they're down 860. Well, Michael Kors too, 860.
Yeah, I heard about that one. Yeah.
So let's go look at Kors first. See what's happening here. That they were making some money, man.
Big slide, 15%.
Yeah. So no, I guess they haven't been. This is a low, 47.
Yeah.
They were at 75.
They were at 75 in August. It's not a long time ago, yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, folks, you're getting a profit. You better take your money quick in markets, man. I mean, it's like. And
we've talked about. I mean, I think that this is a weekly. If you go back 2 bars from where you are, just that big thrust upward. Nope. Can I just grab I would. Yeah, I was going to say that could be earnings. You're almost at 3 months ago, right? We're at November. We're at November 7th. We're at August. And I remember them shining.
Right.
And man, talk about a short-lived shine.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Let's see what they got to say. Okay, so the second quarter earning estimate was $1.10. They made $1.27.
I have to chuckle because.
No, totally. Like, what else is in there?
Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
Fiscal year, they're pretty close, right? I mean, they're 495 to 505. That's actually a 5 penny upgrade. Scroll up a little bit.
Yeah, they boosted their yearly view. There's something in here.
Well, here, misses on revenue. Where's their revenue number?
Okay.
Well, here you go. So earnings per share, that's a big one. Third quarter, $1.52 to $1.57.
Going forward again. It's going forward. Yep.
$1.82. That's a huge miss, man.
Yeah.
Huge miss.
Right.
And I haven't even dug into the revenue, which they cite as a miss as well. Let's scroll down one more and see if they had that revenue number. Yeah, it's going to be there, but I can't quite find it. Yeah, so I would guess they missed on revenue. Let's see if where was their miss on revenue? Let's see what, that's Seeking Alpha. That'll take us a while to get to. Yeah, the earnings next quarter, I imagine. Revenue next quarter, tough deal.
And then if we go over to
Match Group, huh?
Match.
The online dating spectrum.
Yep. So this is.
What are they doing? They're not making any money.
They're getting smoked too. I mean, they were at highs. So that's down 890. Yeah. I mean, well, let's bring this.
Pretty similar story. As in you go back to their last earnings, they crushed it. You can see that, and then boom, right back to where we were.
And let's see what they have to say.
Yeah.
Okay, so Third quarter adjusted 35 cents was the number. They come up with 39, so that works.
Pretty close across the board. I'm just reading, you know, they're looking for fourth quarter revenue. Pretty close to in line. That's a miss, though. 440 to 450. They were looking for 454. Third quarter earnings per share, 39 versus 36. On pace to approach 1.72 billion. Quite a number, man.
That is a number.
An estimate right on the mark there.
And they own more than one site, right?
I believe they do. I believe they do. I know Match is probably their juggernaut, right? Okay. That's the big one. And I think we have dug into. I'm not sure whether they own maybe Tinder, whether they own whatever they own. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Let's go to our man Tom in Plymouth. Hey, what's going on, brother?
Hey, good morning, Tom and Tommy. How you been?
Morning, Tom.
Great, man. Yourself?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Wonder if we could take a look at the SCO.
SCO. Let's do it. So SCO, folks, is the Bloomberg Crude Oil Index. It's the 200% inverse opposite of the daily performance. Okay, so this has been quite a run.
I've been having some good luck with this thing.
Yeah, well, you're on the right side of the trend. I know. You know what's so cool, folks, is that when you're doing good, you always end up being on the right side of the trend. And, you know, that whole deal, that I know it's an easy thing, your trends defend, but I've been on both sides, but it's so true.
Momentum in a lot of things. In life, in trading, momentum, don't fight momentum. You know, it's good to have on your side.
It is. So, you know, let me just go look at the crude contract for a second, because it looks to me, the crude oil in general, to me, it looks like we busted out this low yesterday, and I expect we're going to still basically get down to about 58. So that's where I'd basically still be trading this baby, because we came down.
I took some profits yesterday and then got back in this morning, and
nice.
Yep.
I think it's a good move, man. You know, so I get the crude contract up here. See, this 62.32 is a big number, and man, we had 761,000 contracts on that.
Yeah.
And then if you bring up the continuous contract, you're going to see that there's CL1. There's not much in the way here to go another $4, you know, down to 58, because that's your next swing point.
And on the fundamental basis, the Trump administration giving out a lot of waivers, as in that's going to increase supply for the sanctions. And then you also have, we just got the build of 5.8 million barrels. API was 7+ barrels million barrels last night. And so fundamentally it lines up well too for lower prices.
And Jason's been talking about how much is already in storage.
Yes.
Yeah, you see that $58, Tom? That's where I think oil's going.
So you're looking at February.
I kind of like that too. So I'm just gonna, I guess, keep playing around with this thing.
Yeah, I mean, just keep trading it, man.
Hey, did you see that Patriots game the other night?
Yeah, stay right there. Stay right there. Oh. Stay there, folks. Tom, and I, we're coming right back. We have the Dow up 252, Nasdaq up 135, S&P's up 31. You got an expansion going topside, folks. Come right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Get our man Tom from Plymouth, and we're talking sports now.
Patriots.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, well, I'm just getting my voice back from the other night. I went to the game. It was pretty exciting.
Oh, you did, huh? Wow.
Yeah. That had to be awesome, man. They had the Red Sox in the house, right, with their duck boat in the championship. I saw a pretty cool game.
It was pretty good night.
I bet, man. Let alone the game. 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. Right. You know. Rodgers, he's awesome as well, man. So quite a game, quite a duel.
He is.
But there's nobody like Tom Brady and the Patriots, baby.
Especially coming at the end of the game.
Yes,
amazing.
Yes.
Gotta love them.
Gotta love them.
Awesome, man.
Okay, Tom, you go trade that oil, man.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Teddy Kegstad at Forex Trading Unlocked. Teddy, what's going on, brother?
Happy Wednesday, guys.
Happy Wednesday.
Good morning.
Election's over.
Election's over. Lots of Forex moving last night, man.
Yeah, the U.S. dollar bulls are a little cranky today. How about it?
Yeah, good. I hope they jump off the freaking cliff. I like this move lower. I get the contracts on this, man. For this morning, you don't see this too often. I mean, I know you're basically trading the currency pairs, I'm sure, but in the index, Teddy, you get 26,000 contracts. That means we're going to do like 50,000. The dollar index doesn't do that, man. So they're bailing out left and right here. So
right. Oh, absolutely. Well, if you notice what happened with the Swiss and the dollar right now, we're below parity.
Okay.
So I think that's going to be one of the biggest triggers to watch.
Yeah, interesting, man. Now I want to see that yen get strong like bull.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, what's so funny, man, is that all of these were at points that if they were going to turn, they were going to turn. So we'll see if we're going to get some follow through. I mean.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And you're talking about the yen too. It's like this 113 even has just been a pivot for months, and now we're hovering today. Like, it's pretty funny how you see like the U.S. dollar Swiss and the euro U.S. dollar, and even the pound dollar, how they're excessively moving in one direction today.
I know.
But then the yen it just had like it's almost like one of those weird, you know, unemployment days where it spikes high, spikes low, and all of a sudden it's in the middle, and you're like, what's going on here?
I just had it up. It doesn't know what to do. Exactly.
And look at it move,
Yeah. You know, so, you know, does the yen mostly move when the Japanese market is open, or, you know, does it move when our markets are open too?
Oh, absolutely. The yen is pretty free-flowing. It's always moving around. It's not just during the Nikkei hours. I mean, those are predominant hours because their currency traders are trading as well. But no, it's all day. It's a 24-hour trade.
Yeah, no, because it's so intriguing that if the yen gets stronger, you know, I said to you before, man, that's when gold can take off, and I'm not quite sure why. But bottom line is that the correlation has been tight for a long period of time. You know, it's like yeah, wild. So what else are we going to be looking at this week?
Well, I think that the British pound, the U.S. dollar, that is something to really watch. I mean, when we were talking last week, right before the explosive rally, we were looking for a buy signal. Wow, we got one, you know, and then just off that initial move, just by looking at it, you would think that absorbed most of the initial momentum.
Yeah.
Not so, you know, and so from that initial bottom and from where it's actually gotten to now, and especially with this dollar weakness that we're seeing from the reaction to the election.
Yes.
I think that you're going to see the pound get up to probably 133.10, something like that, around 133 even area. I mean, we were looking for 131 last week. You know, 129, you know, was a base, and look at what happened to it.
Yeah, it got there very fast. You can see the strength. I mean, you get some real buyers in there, and evidently we have some real sellers inside that dollar. You know.
Absolutely.
We'll figure that thing out.
It'd be interesting, man. I can't wait to hear what kind of deal gets made, if it gets made, when it gets made. There'll be a lot of rhetoric before a deal actually gets done, I think, and just fight through some of that rhetoric and make sure it's reality.
Yeah. Right. Good luck to all of us on that, right?
No across the board, right?
No doubt.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man, it's always a pleasure. Thanks so much for the update. Look forward to speaking to you next week, Teddy.
Okay, guys.
Thanks
so
much,
man.
One. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Thank you. That's Teddy Cakestad, folks. It's Forex-Trading-Unlocked. Check him out each and every trading day. Let's go to our man Jim in Palm Harbor. Hey, Jim, what's going on, brother?
Good morning. How are you all today?
Morning, Jim.
We're doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Cool.
Another beautiful day here.
It is another beautiful day.
It is. We got action now.
We do. It's still a little hot by November standards, but it's not hot by August standards, which is a good deal.
Not compared to what we used to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Amazon,
about
man.
Amazon again today. I was just wondering if, now that it's crossed over its 200-day moving average finally, if now's the time to get in it, or do we wait until it breaks a level of resistance?
Yeah, I would wait this out, man. You know, I can tell you I think this thing can, you know, there's no doubt it jumped over the 200. And that's how, what happens, folks, is when you're breaking an average, whether it's going up or going down, you like to see it like this. This is, to me, is a conviction move. Now, that being said, the volume doesn't have conviction, you know, but the price does. So, yeah, I can see Amazon trying to get up to the 1775. But I wouldn't be pulling the trigger. And I'll tell you why I wouldn't be pulling the trigger, because I'm going to be really close to pulling the short trigger this afternoon.
For the market, you're talking about?
For the market in general, yeah. Because this number that I've been looking for, it just got hit. No, I missed it by a penny. So we hit 278.89 on the SPY. 278.90 is the number.
And that's the high from October 11th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So... And we have a huge contraction of volume that's happening still with the market that's up really well. So I'm going to let this play out a couple more hours and see where it shakes out. Because the correlation, Jim, is that they have been down on volume, they're up with lighter volume, and, you know, like, it's going to be the Federal Reserve tomorrow. But bottom line is that this is a classic definition of an ABC down. You know, you're down with big volume, you contracted all the way up. Everything seems to be in play here. So I just waited out a bit.
Just the fundamental take on Amazon that I look at on the bullish side, just to keep in mind as well, is that, you know, I can see that in the markets. Amazon coming into the holiday season, they seem to just crush it every year. And they just announced that free shipping for everybody.
Right.
free same day for Prime members. They continually are ahead of the curve. I mean, why doesn't Walmart come out and just eat the cash and do something like that?
Right.
You know, and they don't. Amazon's always the leader, and they are pushing Walmart, Target, and it seems like they can't keep up. So I would just keep that in mind for the bullish case, just for Amazon.
No, this is a huge bullish case.
It just seems like news. Well, they like that. I mean, shipping's monumental for the holidays.
Right.
Why can't Walmart keep up with them? But they can't. You know, and it's just amazing the percentage of holiday sales online that Amazon encompasses. Yep. It's mind-blowing. And
we're going to take a quick break, Jim, but stay right there, okay? Because what also happened is when Amazon went out to these cities, I think they went to 223 cities, came in. They gave them all their information. It's like they gave them everything. And now there's analysts out there that are saying, hey, they did this on purpose because they wanted all the information. They're going to split it up. And they're going to see, okay, this is the best way to negotiate.
For their second headquarters.
City by city.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Jim, Tommy, myself will come right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Oil is getting toasted.
Checking back in. So we're approaching the end of the 11 a.m. hour, and crude, quite an acceleration to the downside. To recap, we're trading about 62.25. There's your 10:30 action, and we're now approaching 80 cents below that level. That's some volatility for you, man, and we're approaching that number that we the lows that we had yesterday in terms of
Tom
right
from
down
Plymouth's
on that
making
level.
money.
That's right. We'll see where that ends up. Quite an acceleration.
We're going to have Jim from Palm Harbor. We're talking Amazon. Yeah, so,
You were talking about the second-hand quarters,
yeah,
right? How they...
and what, you know, analysts are basically, well, there's a couple folks out there what they're saying is that, you know, what happened, folks, is that Amazon went out there. They had, I believe, 223 cities.
Municipalities.
Yeah. Bottom line, given Amazon deals hand over fist, so now they know negotiation-wise where everyone stands. Which, that just so makes sense, because Amazon is so smart.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, Jim, it's like, you know, so my take on that is because of the broad market, you know, but as Tommy says, Amazon's Amazon.
Are you looking to buy that for a long-term, Jim, or a trade?
Probably a trade.
Probably a trade. Okay, so you got to be careful. As you know, I was going to say, if it's a long-term, I wouldn't be too worried.
Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed this morning there was a news article about it. They launched Amazon Music for Mexico, a paid service where they'll offer up to 50 million songs available.
50 million. Imagine that.
So there's the headline. Yeah, I mean, they already love it. So what's amazing is that they already have Amazon Music, and then they have an elevated form of Amazon Music that you even have to subscribe to. But if you're a Prime member, you already get some form of that, which is a ton of songs. So they're all over the place, but they're branching out worldwide.
Cooking, brother. Have a great one, man. Thanks for calling, Jim.
Y'all too. Thanks.
Stay right there, folks. We get Fast Market coming up next, and we're going to have Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.